Hey guys, welcome to team training. What is it? Tuesday, the 3rd of October, which is exciting. We have only got, I think it's just under 12 weeks till Christmas. So that's three days. I think I worked out yesterday it was 84 days. So today's 83 days till Christmas. Oh my God. So, it's really cool to now be starting to think about what kind of goals you want to set coming up to Christmas. And whether that's just to get another couple of $100 to pay for the kids' Christmas presents, or whether it's $1,000. You guys are the ones that need to set that. So what I want you to think about, and when you write out your action plan, so you'll have your DMO, which is this. So you can find that on Team Freedom under the files. And it's good to be able to print that off at the start of every month, which is why I'm doing it tonight. So I would just encourage everybody to print them off and maybe even take a photo and stick it into Team Elite. It's really good to be able to build that momentum in your team and to show everybody that you're doing it as well. So have a think about what kind of goal really excites you. What is it that you want coming up into the next couple of months? I'm just going to mute everyone. Coming up to Christmas, what kind of goals do you want to achieve for yourself? Now, I don't want you to just think about money side of things. I want you to think about what kind of team you want to build, what promotions you want to get to. What are your personal goals that you're working towards? What are your business goals? What are your health goals? So it's really good once you've actually got all of that set out, is to just do a little bit of an audit on your life and figure out what kind of things you need to prioritize to be able to reach those goals. So, if it's building new team, and you want to get one more team member, well, what do you need to do in order to get that? Do you need to do promotions? If you need to get more customers, do you need to do some challenges? Do you need to do a berry challenge or the rainbow challenge? So that it's really structured on what you need to do to get there. And if you get stuck with anything, just reach out to your upline, reach out to me, ask questions. There'll always be an answer of where you need to go to. Now, I think it was in either the gratitude program or the self-love program. I can't remember which one. But there's something called a Wheel of Life. So if you print off the Wheel of Life, we also got it at Tony Robbins at UPW. It sort of sets out on there a big wheel that you can put a graph of rating yourself out of a 0 to 10, where you find that you are in life, relationships, health, finances and all that kind of stuff. And then whatever you've got the lowest on is obviously the one that you probably want to work towards first. And coming up in the beginning of the month, this is always an awesome time to be doing personal development. It's an awesome time to be getting your finances sorted. It's an awesome time to be getting that structure or those learning processes going, instead of the big hustle at the end of the month that, if you're new to the business and you've just learned about end of month, it can get a little bit crazy, right? You end up pulling your hair out sometimes going, oh my God, what am I doing this for? Because we're not working on ourselves during the month. You get to the end of the month and then you're like, oh, I might just have a little bit of a break. But this business is all about your own personal growth journey. And when you're growing, people are watching that and they get excited about it. So, what can you be doing? Underneath Team Freestyle, there is all the freestyle training links. There is so much personal development in there. It's crazy. You don't need to go and buy heaps of personal development because it's already there for you. Our leaders that are in this business, like Linda has learnt one-on-one from Tony Robbins. She is a coach. She's put training out there for everybody. So whatever you write down on your goals, it might be that you've got limiting self-beliefs. It might be that you need to do more live videos, which there's a few challenges going around for that right now, yeah. It was one of my biggest fears, was doing live videos. And the only way to overcome your fears is by doing it. And whatever that needs to be, you know, to reassure you that you need to be able to do live videos. Like, and something that's helped me a little bit is every time I do a live video now, I'm still not doing them every day, but I'm doing them every so often. I'm building up to it. Is actually writing down in notes the points that I need to talk about. And that's just something that's got me a little bit more structured. I still waffle on, but it's a little bit more structured. And, you know, we're all learning. Well, I'm learning still in this business. So people have got different skill sets that you're good at now. Katie rocks it on live videos and she'll just get on there and talk about it, where I'm a little bit more reserved and, you know, I'm not so confident. Well, she might not be as well, but she shows that she is, right? So whatever she's doing, she's rocking it. So, you know, have a think about those things that you want to change in your life and what steps do we need to do that. So I'm not going to go too much over the DMO because hopefully everyone's all good with that. But if you're not, then reach out and let me know. So, you know, what has to happen for you to have 100% total conviction to actually achieve your goals? There should be no excuses. You can create a schedule. Mon's just done a great job of actually planning out her whole day. So she's put in there meditation times, family times, big ticket items that you need to cover in your life. For me, mine is going to the gym. I get the kids to school and then I set in my gym time. And then I will work my business around that. If I didn't do that, I would not be in a good headspace to do the business. You've got to be able to do stuff that makes you happy and that lifts you up, to be in that right frame of mind to inspire other people. Yeah. And to not have distractions as well. So have a think about also what you're going to do on your bad days. So those days where you're not feeling really good and really up to it, what they say it's like Eeyore. You're having an Eeyore day. You know, what are you going to do to be able to boost you up? Now, I've just bought myself a mini trampoline. Shake that ass. Yes. Stick some music on, whatever suits you, right? You know, you'll know those things that light you up. It might be that you just take a 10-minute walk, or that you put some music on, or you have a shower, or you jump on a trampoline. I felt awesome jumping on that trampoline today. And then I went straight away and I did a live. I didn't even think about it. Whereas last week I went and did a live and I sat on the beach for an hour before I pressed record. What a waste of time. But I just couldn't press the record button because I hadn't boosted myself up enough. I wasn't in that positive frame of mind to be able to go and do a live video. But I did it anyway, and it was okay. So, you know, you need to be increasing the inspiration in yourself. So what has to happen to get you to be 6 club, or to get you to be 12 club, or to get you to be qualified? Really have a think about, you know, if you look onto your Freedom Fast Track plan, which come in your 90-day game plan booklet as well, whatever level you're at now, have a look at the next level. Don't look further down. Just what is that next level that you can work towards in the next 2 months? So, and what do you need to do to get into action? Another cool thing to do is to write down on a piece of paper all your limiting beliefs. All of the things that you keep telling yourself in your mind, that you're not good enough, I can't do live videos, I can't eat healthy, I can't go out and do running. I tell myself I can't run every day. I probably can if I really tried, but we choose not to, right? But if I wanted to be a professional sprinter, then I'm going to have to run. If you want to be an inspiring, healthy lifestyle ambassador, then you need to get up and shake your ass and jump on a trampoline and go and eat healthy, right? So think about the mission that we're trying to create and what you want to have for you. Another cool thing that Sarah's done, she might even share some photos up in our Team Elite group, is, you know, the pictures that you've got with your statements that you read out to yourself. Lorian does his. I think you've used the same as Lorian's, yeah? I've got different ones. I like, you know, sometimes the quotes that Lorian uses isn't me. So find a quote or an inspiration or a saying that you can say to yourself every single day. We did one at Tony Robbins, the leader one, I am a leader. You know, so they're your I am statements, and write down, you know, it's on your DMO here up in the top corner, write down all of the things that you are. And I think we did this with Melody a little while ago. Do you remember, Melody, when you started saying it out, and you were saying, when you say it enough, you can feel it. So when you say that you are, I am confident, I am trusting, I am healthy, I am toned. When you say it over and over and over again every single day, you are what you become. And you are what you say that you think you are. You know, just put it into your head that you are a confident person, and that I can do live videos and I can jump on a trampoline and shake my ass. You know, you can be whatever you want to be, but you've got to do the work. We're here to help, but you've got to do the work. So, you know, what over the next 90 days, if you played full out, what's the worst that can happen? What is the absolute worst that can happen? You're going to get healthy. You're going to inspire other people. Even if you don't get any customers on next month, you're still out there being a better version of you. So that was the main thing for me. So some months I don't get customers on board. You know, you can't rock this business 100% and get heaps of customers all the time. Some people are out there working their business 6 hours a day and they're rocking it. But in reality, I can't do that. Today, I've only had an hour to do my business. And then tonight, we've obviously got training, and then we're doing this. So, you know, we can't all do this business 100% all the time, which is where the schedules come in handy. So Mon sent me a copy of hers. So I'll edit it a little bit and do a little bit of a generic one. And you guys can sort of filter in then how you want to work around things. You know, if you need to have 2 hours of time to do your kids, I've actually got to have, I think I've got 3.5 or 4 hours set in for my kids, because I've got at least an hour and a half just driving in the car to go and pick them up. So you've got to allow for those times in your day when you need to do family time, or you need to spend time with your kids, or do school runs, or go to the gym, or do shopping, or whatever. Put in those big ticket items first, and then we're going to work your 20 minutes of follow-ups, 20 minutes of customer care, 20 minutes of reach outs in around that time that you've already got in there. So a little bit about the shred is that, you know, it's starting on the 8th. So just to give you guys a little bit of information, what you need to be doing is, if you want to do a promotion to get more people, some of the girls have either been doing a live video or doing up a little pack and taking a photo of it to do a promotion. So, you know, if you jump on in the next week or before the end of the week, I've got some free JBT shred packs to give out. And really exciting, you know, just build it up in your post. If you go into the search bar in Facebook and you just type in the word shred, you can filter, if you're on your computer, this is, and even if you don't put in the word shred, you can put in the word complete, you can put in the word dream, you can put in the word work from home, you can put in anything up there and filter it between anyone or people in your groups. And so many post ideas come up from other people. I just use those and reword it myself so that I don't have to sit here trying to think of posts all the time. So for instance, if you did you wanted to do a post for the shred, just type in the word shred up in the top corner of your Facebook page, and a whole load of posts will come up for the word shred. So if you wanted some ideas for challenges, go and have a look on some other people's pages. Lauren Berry does a whole load of cool stuff. You know, there's some other people in freestyle that do some cool stuff as well. So information packs or customer care packs that you want to be able to give out for free. This is some of the stuff that I would probably send. So I've printed some stuff off to show you. So I put in Team Elite the other day. There's a copy of this JBT Shred cheat sheet. So that's really cool to be able to send to people. They can stick it on their fridge, and it's pretty much just got down on there, you know, what kind of food you need to eat, aim to eat 5 to 6 more portions a day, balance your meals. You know, it's just a little cheat sheet taken from the JBT Shred book. And some of the supplements that you want to have as well is on there. I would also print off a copy of, what's this one? The transformation. This is your measurements. So if they're starting the shred, they want to write down their measurements. They need to know these to be able to go in the competition. And then I'll also send them one of these ones, which is their goal tracker. So exactly like we're doing with our DMO, they're going to put down their health goals as well. So if you're going to do the shred, do these. You know, do your measurements and do your goals of what you want to achieve over the next 8 weeks. So to be in the running for the competition, all of your customers need to do a photo of themselves. They need to have a copy of the newspaper dated. Yeah, I don't have a color printer anymore. I just print mine in black and white, Sarah. And like some people just throw them in the bin, right? So why waste your color ink? It doesn't really matter. So yeah, you have to do a photo of yourself holding a newspaper. So I would do it and get your customers to do it up against a wall. So they will hold the paper like this, and you will have your hands out from your side. So this is just for the competition, okay? Anyone who does the shred, they don't need to do this, but you clearly need to be able to see the date on the newspaper, and then you do it to the side. So I think they normally stand like that. Again, you can do this yourself. I did mine last year, and I just sort of rested my phone up on a chair or on a table or something, and I did it against a white wall in my house, and I just set the timer onto a 3-minute timer. And then you want to do one from behind as well, like that. So it's recommended that you don't have loose clothing on. So ladies, if you wear like a sports bra and undies, or swimmers or something like that, or tight bike pants to be able to do it. And then they want to take their measurements on the day that they start. So it's kind of a rolling week for the competition. You can start anywhere between the 8th to the 15th, I think, is it? Yeah, of October, so next week. And they can start any day. Whichever day they buy their newspaper, they can start. If you started on the first day and then you have a couple of failed days, you can always go back and just buy another newspaper, right? Start again. You've got until the 15th to start. You don't want to do that. You don't want to have a practice run. So you want to then make sure that they've got the JBT Shred Guide printed off. If a customer's doing the shred, I would say print it off. It is like 35 pages or something, but it is definitely easier to read through this and highlight stuff. Does anyone have any questions about the content in the shred or how to follow it? No, you're all good? I can't hear you, Sarah.
Just one question. So are there specific recipes, or can you just eat from the JBT guide?
My recommendation, which is what I found easy, is that if I just go to breakfast, there's 3 options for breakfast, 3 for lunch and 3 for dinner. And then there's a whole page listed of the snacks that you can eat. If you were following this, I would there's the snacks. So like there's a whole load of different snack options. I would be eating 5 times a day. So every 3 hours, I would be having an option, breakfast, then a snack, lunch, then a snack, then dinner. And I would also be following the example meal plans. So if you're doing strength training in the morning and going to the gym, you follow the first one. If you go in the afternoon, you follow the second one. And if you're not going to the gym or you're just doing something from home, I would follow the 3rd option. So it's really simple. You've only got 3 options. Whatever day you're doing, if I go to the gym in the morning, this is what time I'm going to eat, and that's what I'm going to eat. And I just choose the breakfast of choice out of the book. There's only 3 options, and have 600 mils of water. and then you just go, 7:30, I'm going to go to the gym, so I'm going to have an apple with some almond butter. And it's so simple to follow, guys. Like, this is the easiest program to follow, and it works, and then underneath in here, there's also some exercise guides, and they've also just started the 30 days of fitness as well. So there's exercises that are going in there that you're able to send to people. I think we're on day 3. So you can use those to post on your wall if you want to. It's entirely up to you. So I would have a call with your customer to run through the book. Get them to read the book. If you guys haven't read the book, please go and read the book. It is like one of the best programs in the whole of the JBT, I reckon. For me personally, like, I love it. So in the back of the book, there is also approved recipes to be able to use out of the JBT program. So if you, like, I'm a boring eater, so I don't generally like to change my eating around. But if you've got somebody who does like to have variety, my mum likes to have variety. I would go, here you go, see all these recipes here? These are all shred approved. Not everything in the recipe 1 and 2 book is shred approved, but it's got the list of everything that is. So that's really cool. Yeah, so any questions on that? No? Cool. So another thing that's good to be able to send customers if you're doing an info pack is the pantry guide. So that's underneath the JBT shred. Your customers have got access to this anyway, but this is good just to be able to have a little cheat sheet up on your wall or your fridge with all of the things that you can just go and buy from the supermarket. And the other thing is the food and exercise journals. So you can either print one of these off and be able to send it to your customer, or send them a couple of photocopies. I think it only does 1 day. I've never used it, to be honest. What I send to my customers is, let me just move this over. I bought these weekly planners. I really like this one from Kiki K. Like, there's a whole book of weekly planners in here. So for each customer, when I get a new customer, I will rip one of these off and laminate it, and they can stick it on their fridge. If you want to put a magnet on the back, you can get them from Officeworks or whatever. And they can just write on this with a whiteboard marker. You could buy a whiteboard marker if you wanted to and put that in. Just mix and match. You don't need to give them everything. I kind of tend to do a different pack for a first customer than I do when I send out a pack for a reshipment, or somebody who bought complete. I'll give them something different again. So some of the little bits and pieces that I've sent to people before that just sort of give that little bit of a added customer touch is there an approved list in the back? Is that the approved list that I was just talking about, Sheena? The approved list of recipes, is that what you mean? Yeah, cool. So some really cool things to send to your customers is if you go into Team Freestyle, and in the search bar, type in Vista or Vistaprint, you'll get a whole load of messages come up that Kira has posted in there. I think I might have put them into Team Elite as well. Yeah, I think I did. And you can go into Vistaprint and print these off. So these are already done for you. And if you put in this code, you'll get 20% off. That's pretty good. Ching, thanks. Thanks, Vistaprint. I'll share that with everyone. So I've got smoothies, and then on the other side is build your own chocolate. Obviously not shred approved, but the smoothies are pretty cool. I've also got the detox scrub. So obviously you can't eat this, but this is a cool thing to be able to do to help your skin look good and feel amazing. And when you go into it on Vistaprint, you need to go in and change the name on the back. The smoothie one doesn't have it, but you need to go in, and if you just go and edit it when you create your own order, you can go on and put your own details on there. So that's really cool. On the Juice Plus website, I don't normally send these to people until they've actually ordered, but these brochures I find are the best. I just put my name and details down the bottom, and it's got heaps of information in there about what they're actually having. So that's a new customer kind of thing that I send out. I've now got my own business cards. They're probably pretty useless, but they only cost me like $8 for 100, and I love them. So I just stick those on top of stuff. I leave them at doctor's surgeries. I just leave them all over the place. And it's got my phone number and my details and my website on there. Now, you guys won't have a website yet, but you know, in the future, if you want to look at it, you can do. Everyone's got their different opinions on whether you should have one or not. Juice Plus also have these postcards, which I often send to people instead of a card. You can get those on the virtual office, as well as the nutrition brochures. I think they were about $20 for 40 maybe. And these are actually really crap. I bought those and they took me forever to do because you can't actually see them. But it had a weekly goals tracker on it, and you could tick stuff off as you done your goals. So it was a good idea, but didn't really work too well. Stickers are also cool. You find all this stuff at cheap shops, and I just stick them on the envelopes. Like, it's just little touches, right? Kikki.K always has sales on. They always have stuff. If you want to buy your team things, little presents, do customer challenges, buy stuff for your customers. You know, this was just a pack that I got for like $12, and there's so many cool cards in there. I'm sure some of you have got some of those from me already. So, and another cool thing is the IM cards. So I often send these to customers as well. So you can get a whole pack of these from Sharon Anyos. And these are awesome. These were actually made by Lauren Slocum, who's our upline. She's Linda's upline over in the States, and these are her own cards that she's done, her own IM statement cards, and they are awesome. Everybody loves them. And they're just good to do for yourself every day, you know, to pick an IM card out and have it there to be able to know what you're focused on for that day is really cool too. So has anyone got any questions on the shred? Is everyone excited? Who's got customers that are doing the shred?
Me.
Cool. Who's doing the shred themselves? Awesome. So, yeah, as I said, I would encourage you guys to really have a look through the shred. And, you know, when you're posting stuff over the next couple of months, what you want to think about is how you can educate people on the things that you're interested in. Don't worry about what you think people are going to be interested in. Post about what you're interested in. Like, if you find that you open this and you go, oh, wow, like I didn't know probiotics reduce colonic transit time. How cool is that? I don't know, post about it, because somebody will like that. Like, I just read it out of the book. So you can just literally go into this book, pick out a section and write about it. If you find that it gets your interest, that, you know, drinking half a cup of lemon water every single morning, well, what does it do for you? Just Google it. Why should I drink lemon water every morning? Learn it and teach it. Yes, you can. So, you know, and that's what this whole business is about. Learning something yourself, improving, making yourself outstanding, and then teaching other people what you've learned. It's a teaching business. So, you know, that might be something about why you don't have dairy in your diet anymore, or, you know, why you go to the gym, or maybe you want to do some exercises. Now, you don't have to do all of this stuff, right? Like, if you don't like doing exercises, then don't video yourself doing exercises. But, you know, like Ginny does CrossFit. She might like to stick the camera out there and just do a couple of, you know, whatever you do in CrossFit. I don't know, it's an idea. Sherry did one the other day, which I posted on my page, which was awesome. You know, find videos like that inspire you and then share them along. So yeah, as I said, there's heaps of info in here. Take pictures of your food, buy a light for your phone. You know, I didn't start with all of that, but it's just stuff that you can build on. And I look back on some of my posts that I used to do a year ago in my memories, and I'm like, oh my God, look at that. I think I've grown a little bit since then. And that's the cool journey to be able to look back on when you've been in this business a year and you can go back over your Facebook memories on this day a year ago. Look at what I was doing. How cool is that? And look at how your posts and stuff have changed, which is really cool. So yeah, just be creative with your posts and try and do your own. If you need any help, then, you know, just reach out. That's what we're here for. Ask questions. We've got that Team Elite group now, which I want to use as a support group. You know, ask questions in there. We're here to support you, whatever you need to do. So yeah, thanks for jumping on, guys. Is there any other questions that you've got regarding the shred or DMO or schedules?
About the shred, sorry if you said this and I missed it. Once your clients have done their measurements and their photos, they have to send them to us.
Oh yeah, so some stuff that I missed out was they are supposed to send them to you only because you then know that they've done it and you've checked the photos to make sure that they're okay. Okay, so you need to be able to see that they're clear, that you can see the date on their newspaper and that they've done the 3 shots, the front one, the sideways one, and the back one, all with the newspaper in them, so that they're in the running for the prize, you know. And there's also going to be heaps of support in the JBT Shred group. Now, if you didn't know, in our normal Juicy Body Transformation page, in our Freedom page, Kira's not actually in that page. We do have other health professionals in there, but to get the most support for your customers, I would 100% be putting them into the JBT Shred group. I wouldn't be doing your own little encouragement group because they're going to get more encouragement and more motivation and more inspiration out of the main JBT Shred group. And you guys should plug into it as well. You know, if your customers see you doing stuff in there, then they're going to want to do stuff in there too. And encourage them that this is an online program and that's where their online support is. Now, the reason there is actually 2 Juicy Body Transformation groups, not the Shred groups, there's only one, but the Juicy Body Transformation program, there's 2. One of them is called Freedom and one of them is just called Juicy Body Transformation. And the reason we've got 2 is because there's too many people that are part of the program. There's like 15,000 people, I don't know, there's some crazy number that are doing the JBT program, and we couldn't have a certain amount of people. So Lorian created the new one, and we've got personal trainers and health professionals and stuff obviously in ours. But Kira's not in there, but she is in the other one. Anyway, waffled on a bit there. Did that answer your question? So anyway, what I was trying to get to was there is a pinned post in the JBT Shred group that I would encourage you all to go and watch and tag your customers, not on the page, but in the comment of the pinned post. So just open up the video and then go to the comments and you can tag your customer in there so that they can go and watch that video. There's another couple of videos that Kira has done from the last shred, but I'm sure they'll be starting to do some more updated ones as well. So yeah, there'll be heaps more value in that than your customers will get outside of that group. Okay, so I would get them to focus more on the JBT Shred group than on the Juicy Body Transformation Freedom group. Even though they'll probably be in both, they're very similar. Yeah, they're very similar. All the documents are pretty much exactly the same. So I would be putting them still into both, but focus on the support in the JBT Shred. Yes, Trace. I'll bring you off mute.
I can see two JBT 8-week shred challenge and then a JBT shred 2017. Which one is it?
What group's that under?
I just searched shred and I get two JBT 8-week shred challenge and a JBT shred 2017.
Oh, okay. So when you go up to that top blue bar and you're putting in shred, what it'll come up with straight away is the groups. So the JBT 8-week shred challenge is the group that you want to be in. But see how you can actually choose across the top whether you want to look at posts, people, photos, videos, pages. If you're wanting inspiration on what to post, I always go to posts. And then there's heaps of information that comes up about, sometimes it's not even the JBT shred. It might just be the wording to get around posting about a shred. Or if you want to, even if you put in turmeric in that search bar, you'll get heaps of posts about turmeric, just to give you ideas of what to do. But you can choose, if it's posted by people in your groups, it'll come up with people that have been posting about the shred in the groups, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's the JBT 8-week shred challenge. What was the other one that you said, the other group?
Yeah, there was two. The other one was on JBT Team Shred 2017.
Yeah. So last year, I don't know whether they're doing it again this year. I haven't heard, but last year they did a team challenge because everybody who is a franchisee can't be part of the shred challenge to win money. But last year what they did, everyone who actually wanted to participate in the challenge paid $10 into a bank account, and they just had separate money, and it was just winner took all, whoever sort of won the challenge. Are they doing that again? They are. Okay. Yeah, I didn't do it last year, so I didn't really know too much about it, but it does. Yeah, there is another page called JBT Team Shred 2017. And it's for all Team Freestyle franchisees. So there's an overall winner plus 3 runner-up cash prizes. All the same rules and restrictions apply for a customer. So you need to do your photos, do your measurements, send them to somebody, and it'll be exactly the same, but whatever the prize is. I think there was like $500 or $600 in prize money last year. So that was pretty cool. So if you want to be part of that, just go and join the group. Just do a search for JBT Team Shred 2017 and just add yourself in. Where is the 30 days of exercise? It's getting posted every day up into the shred group. And I think there's some, let me just have a look. I think there's some also under Team Freestyle. I think Kira's just today put under photos. Let's have a look first. Yeah, they have. So it's under the Team Freestyle photo albums, and there's a folder called 30-day promos. Now in there's the 30 days of gratitude, and then if you scroll down to the bottom, actually if you scroll halfway, that's where the Wheel of Life is. On day 16, there's 3 pages for day 16 if you want to do the Wheel of Life. And you can just do one day, right? You can just read that and just do the wheel. So if you scroll down to the bottom, there's the 30 days of fitness is all posted in there. They're up to day 14 they've got. So you can use those to post on your page. If you want more inspiration, you can choose day 1 and tell everybody what you're doing. Do a live video doing that full body circuit if you want to. Knock yourself out. There'll be some people that'll enjoy doing it, right? But, if you want to live the mission, go on day 4, go and do a yoga class and tell people what you thought of it. If you've never done yoga before, it's a cool way to inspire people. There's so many people that have never tried stuff like this before. I haven't jumped on a mini trampoline for like 15 years and it's awesome. So just go and try something new. you can post all of those on your page. Yeah, and just write a little bit about why you're doing it. Don't just post it every day without writing something about, you know, what you felt about it. So yeah, what else have we got? What other questions? For potential customers wanting to do the shred, what can I send them? You can watch the video again and then that'll explain it all for you. So I did it. Were you on in the beginning? No, you might have missed it. So it's all good. I just, I went through in the beginning of the video what to do and what to be able to send people. So I'll post it up into Team Elite so that everyone can go back and have a look at it. Cool. So I will stop it there. Thanks everyone for jumping on. If you've got any questions, pop it into Team Elite, pop it in under the chat, and yeah, I'll do another one of these next week and see if we've got some more questions on getting your customers started.